So, welcome back, guys. Just starting up the sim now. I had the same issue again where the sim just froze upon startup. So hopefully it'll work this time. Right, so we're now on the second stream with the A350, but this time we're in March of 2024, as you can see. Now let me hope that we can spawn in here. Oh, the old thing is, well, really, it's registering the aircraft movement. Lol. Okay. Right, let me have a look here. So, same departure. Let's have a look. See, hopefully it'll load this time. Weird enough, on this screen, the last time it froze again. So, keeping fingers crossed, it will load this time. So, at the moment, it's looking good. Huh? It is 1,000, isn't it? Seriously, you had to wait 8 minutes for it to load in. But the thing is, though, so on the bottom right corner, you can see that that little circle, right? If it's moving, I loaded 900. Oh, I did. Oh no. Thanks, Bruno. Hang on. Ready to fly. That is strange. Isn't it Lufthansa? Aren't the Lufthansa aircraft the 1000s? They're all 900s. Okay. Ah, you know what? That's maybe where I got confused. I just confused the two liveries then. Okay, so let me change that. Right. Yeah, I will change that in the YouTube overlay later then. So we're going to take the 900, right? Lufty 900. Yeah, so I got those two confused then. I got the BA and the Lufthansa confused. I mean, it's literally the same company, right? There's hardly any difference between BA and Lufthansa. Hey, James, good afternoon. And Organ Aviator, hello to you. Let me go ahead and first of all, let me make it daytime. I don't want to have a look at the textures and so on. So we have a comparison. All right, this is here. So we're going to go to custom. So let me give that. All right. So we're going to start in daytime, and later we're going to make it nighttime, maybe for the night lighting. Do not touch the video button. Okay. Right. Anyhow, we are here in March 2024. That means we can do a little bit of an outside walk around, which is quite nice. So we're going to have a look at the rivets and the screws and the textures. So, but hang on, Bruno, but the Lufthansa livery doesn't have a cabin. So, yeah, that's the thing, you see. But I think that's fair because, yeah, because that's a nice comparison then, you know, with performance. Because, yeah, if you sim with the cabin, yeah, we'll do that next time. I think but I'm sure you guys all saw the other streamers, and so you know what it's all about. Yeah, so yeah, again, textures are nice, right? So comparing that to the Marcus 2020 version, here I think we have wear and tear if you want to, right? So you can have a little bit of wear on the aircraft. But yeah, I mean, you get the idea, right? Yeah, Astor, I think when I downloaded that, okay. Regarding the settings, guys, so again, here I have to do a little bit of different setup because the TAA mode doesn't work here for me. The sim just completely freezes or crashes to desktop. So I don't know what the issue is with that, but so what we're doing is we're doing anti-aliasing with the DLSS super resolution, quality mode, and frame gen on. And for the rest of the settings, yeah, level detail 100, 110 of objects level detail. So very similar, then pretty much identical to what we have in Marcus 2020. So yeah, so we have at least a bit of a comparison regarding performance. I'm getting about 60 FPS right now as well. So texture-wise, looking crisp right now. I think the displays, they will show a little bit of blurriness because of the DLSS. Yeah, exactly. So that's the only thing really now, the downside with that. But we shall see. Right, let's get the aircraft running. Oh, hang on. My sounds. Why has it changed my sound settings again? It has. Why does it go to system default every time? That's another thing that's really annoying here in 2024. There we go. Yeah, I need to try that, Astor. I just didn't have the time this afternoon to do that. Doesn't work yet because the flight warning computer hasn't started up yet. Okay, so charts, guys. Let's have a look. So here we're using the default Lido charts, and I think yeah, they are working. Yeah, so they do work here, which is nice. And I think if it's really the right, let's update that real quickly. Although I mean the database should be current. It should be current, but hey. That's a good thing. That's another nice feature that you can download now the cycles directly in the aircraft. So that is good. Alrighty, the rest of the items is done over here. Avioma, hello. I'm not sure how to turn on the lights in the cockpit. Okay, let's have a look. So you got some light, cockpit lighting. Look at that, flight, integral. You have master display, dome light is here as well. So have a look here on the pedestal. And then on the overhead panel, you may have storm light, or is that also on the main panel there as well? So I guess you would have to restart the aircraft for that. Options, Navigraph, switching nav data, updating nav data, clear FMS. Yeah, so that's R3, that's fine. Yeah. Not to use the, yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not working anyway, so we might as well just go back to sim default so that we have some charts then. Yeah, but that's how you would do that. Cool. All right. So I have made the flight plan. It's the same deal. It's the same aircraft, so there's nothing really different. So status is fine. Let's go to flight plan page. And init, company request. You can use the Navigraph with Lido charts. So you have the database from Navigraph, but the charts are from Lido. Okay. So let's insert the flight plan. So we're going from Toulouse to Munich. If we go to the OFP, there it is. The flight time is 1:20. So I'm hoping to finish before midnight today. So route uplink is fine. We're going to go and depart 32 left again. Although we can try again to get the weather. So direct ATOS, request that. Request that. Yeah, RVMR, that's no problem. So we've got 32 left, and this time the SID, it says here, we are going to fly the Mont 7 Bravo. Right, that's the routing. Munich arrival. It should be 26 left, 250 at 8. Now, this time all I want to do, I'm going to do the Arnhem approach. So the Arnhem approach. And then it's going to be, is it the BETOS transition? Let's check that. So let's have a look. That's the BETOS, yeah, BETOS transition there. So it should be BETOS to 6. Insert. So let's scroll down here with the radar vectors at the end. Looking good. So secondary should not supposed to be using. Let's clear the messages here. And then yeah, fuel and load. So let's have a look at the loading load sheet. Sim brief import. Oh, again, I've got to change the okay, you can change the chart type here as well. Interesting. Kilograms. There we go. All right, so import, set the zero fuel weight, set the fuel set, fantastic, cool. So zero fuel weight, 183.6. Something I don't get used to here. You have to click on that field first before typing into the scratch pad. Oh. Why don't I hear the cabin yet? GLS is only available with Navigraph. Okay, so... But the question is... Is there a GLS approach in Munich? Let me just check. No, it doesn't have a GLS approach in Munich anyways. So yeah, we're not going to touch that now. So the CG is 31.2. GPS primary, fantastic. PAX number, it should be 275. Done that. And then the wind data. It has the wind data inserted. Fantastic. Very cool indeed. Oh, double click. Ah, okay. So double click does the population. Ah, okay. Nice. Thank you. Should try that next time. Then takeoff performance. So sync from the FMS. And then we have sync that as well. 200 tons takeoff weight, 501023. That has synced up nicely. It'll be level 70 again. Nice. So compute that, full length, 3 to left. Send that to the FMS. So we have 146, 148, 152. Flex 67. Fantastic. Cool. So we've done all the preparations. So this time you can see we are getting airborne a bit quicker. So let's start the APU. And I would imagine the sounds are the same here.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box.
Yeah, it's going to be the same sounds. Yeah, Tom, thank you so much. Have a great day.
Please make your way to the first
Nanook, thank you so much.
Where complimentary
8 months now.
Snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Nanook, thank you so much for your support.
Gosh, it's been a long time. Love
It
this
is.
beauty and hope you're well.
I'm well, hope the same for you. All right, so we already see here the DLSS. It does cause this blurriness on the displays, so when the numbers change quickly. That's why I like to use TAA mode. But again, I just couldn't activate it today, so I'll have to wait and see what's going on there. So APU is available, bleed air on, external power is off, that is off, and let's arm all the doors. All doors are closed. Chocks are now off. And oops. Right, so let's try a first checklist then. So let's go checklist. Before start checklist. Gear pins covers. Removed. Fuel quantity 16.4 tons. Takeoff data set. Power F 102. 3 is set. Alright, below the line, doors closed, park brake is set. And that's the before start checklist complete. Cool. So let's get pushback. Is it me? Or, I don't know, I have a feeling that you can get the A350 up and running a lot quicker. Hey, Brahma. So, I am going to go try to get myself another viewpoint in here. How does the FC work specifically on the LSD function? LS select.
Hello, Captain. Oui, y a un ready for pushback.
That's a nice viewpoint here. Oh, I love that. Love that view. That's really nice. So let's save that as 9. And then I want one behind the wings. So the good thing is the LS keys, you don't have to switch them on manually once you're on intercept heading. And I guess the approach phase activated.
Departure checks completed.
It will...
Bypass pas uncertain.
It will get the LS on automatically for you. Yes, I'm using SU1 beta. Yes, I did install that today. Because I'm using the Steam version here for Max 2024, and so I did install the... no, we're in 2024. Hey, Fishbone. That is a much nicer view here. Let's have this at 8. So that's that.
Locking gear.
Where's my... Hang on. There's one more thing. Where's my viewpoint? Controls. Controller. Camera. Cockpit camera. Where's number 9? Load. Camera 9. No, not load camera 9. There we go. So. Ah, there we go. Fantastic. Love it. So, what next? No, don't interrupt the pushback. Hey, Robert. Backup nav display next to the MCVU. Oh, this one here. Yeah, that's just to give you the ILS scales. So that's a backup for the ILS indication there. That's what it does. Let's try no... Actually, let's do a quick edit.
Release parking brakes.
What? Hang on. Change direction. Quick edit pushback. There we go. Oh, it's actually pretty good. That's fine. I have said nothing.
Exiting from editing mode. Please wait.
Release parking brakes, please.
Brakes released.
Starting push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
I will do so. The engine view, so Robert, outside or inside? From inside, okay. Alrighty, so let's make sure we have APU bleed on, fuel pumps on. Transponder should be on as well. That's fine. And then transponder on. And let's do one start. Oh, engine mode selector. Yeah. Oh, hang on. It's focusing so on the wing view there. Right, there we go. All right. So, yeah. Okay, all good. Right. So, let me try this view, and then let's go hop over to the other side. Ah, there we go. That's better sound.
Please set parking brake.
Okay. Yup. Why would you go into reverse, for crying out loud? Test. Right, that's an interesting simulation there. You see that? It looked like some smoke coming out. Not sure if it comes out from the bottom there. So there will be some oil fumes coming out the bottom sometimes. Right. So this time we'll go outside. This engine starts. Yeah, oil outflow, right. So let's do... Yeah, I see it as well now. The engine does wobble, doesn't it? Yeah, it shouldn't really wobble that much during... Yeah, it is SU1 beta, yeah. At least I've not seen it wobble this much. I can't see any smoke coming up now, but...
Good night, Black Box.
Nanook, thank you so much. Have a good one. Thanks for the support. See you soon. No. Oh, park brake set. There we go. So, park brake set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Confirmation. Oui. Confirmation. Yeah, come on. Why is it not taking it? Let's try it this way. Okay. Then, hopefully it will break the whole sim now, but let's restart that. Yeah, okay, that's all good. So let's do the after start flows. Yeah, G6 doesn't need updating. Yeah, I didn't have time today. Alright, cool. Yeah, sounds good on that. So let's do the rest of the items. Spoilers on, APU, flight controls up, down, neutral, left, right. The rudder, full left, full right. And let's read the after start checklist. Anti-ice off, after start checklist complete. Right. So taxi, we know where to go now. Taxi light on. Does that work? Nice. Okay, cool. Alright, let's go. Quatland wasn't, yeah. Two things that can go wrong. Oh. Der Kapitän. Hier spricht der Kapitän. Gotta listen now. Oh, hang on. Stop. I forgot to do something here. Flight ops. Options. Equipment. Aircraft. Yes. There we go. Yeah. yeah. Right. Cool. We're back on track. Where's more stable? I don't know, Juan. For me personally, Microsoft 2020 is still much more stable, much better with performance. So right now I'm getting 45 FPS, and that is with frame generation on. So DLSS and frame generation, and I'm getting 44 FPS. I was getting at least 60, if not more, in Microsoft 2020. And that with TAA, actually. TAA mode and frame generation. So TAA, the advantage is that you don't get the ghosting on the displays. Yeah, well, it's because of... Yeah, because for the anti-aliasing, I have to use DLSS and not TAA. So if I switch to TAA, the whole sim freezes. Yes, I am on SU1. Yeah. So I went into Steam, clicked on the beta version, and it downloaded, installed the SU1. Yeah, exactly. That's why I do prefer TAA as well. Now, there are people that get TAA working here in 2020, and I did have it working as well. So with the Phoenix, I did use TAA mode lately, so it is there. It does work. So, but I just couldn't get it working today in the. Captain is ready in the A350 here before takeoff checklist. Flight controls checked. Flight instruments checked. Briefing confirmed. B1. 146 VR 148 V2 152, and we have Flex 67. Squawk is set, and that's down to the line. Hey, Essential, good evening. You can use 24 TAA, but the ray tracing shadows, yeah, I would have to check that if that setting's on. I'm sure I will get to the ground of it. I'm just today I was a bit hard pressed on time, so that's why Right, so we're going towards the east, right? Yeah, so that's our departure route here. The Mont 7 Bravo to Monde. Cool. Let's line up and depart. That's done. Takeoff config test. So below the line, takeoff runway is 32 left, confirmed. And cabin crew advised. Packs off, no disregard. Checklist complete. We'll leave the packs on, that's why we calculated it. And then... Right, now FPS are fine. I've got 60 FPS here. A little bit of stutter, but same. I had the same on 2020. Cool. Then let me just do that and let's go. Take off. Manflex 67 SAS runway order thrust blue. Thrust set. Here's 100 knots.
V1.
Rotate. Pause right. Gear up. And enough. Thrust decline, climb out blue. Yeah, the flight model, I would say again, it's identical. I don't really feel any difference. I'm just doing a little bit of turning here. Maybe this is a bit more receptive in the roll axis. But that could have to do with sensitivity settings. Flap 0. Yeah, this does feel a bit more sporty compared to the 2020 version. That's interesting. Right, here we go, right turn. Nice little bit of wing flex there. Beautiful. Maybe it's because of the Dash 900. Could be. Could be. Right, autopilot. It could be. Martinez, yeah, I honestly, I would be very surprised if the difference would be so great between the 1000 and the 900. Again, we're talking about a fly-by-wire aircraft, right? So, let's go get this to standard. If there's anything that I would be a bit jealous about or envious regarding A350, I love the way you have the EFB next to the prime flight display. I'll start. Because for us, we have to turn our head a little bit more to the left to look at charts. Here, you have it like, you don't even have to move your head. You just have to move your eyeballs a bit to the left and you can see the chart. Yeah, it could have to do with the flight physics in 2024. They are a bit better. Yeah, so... let's try that. So, thrust climb, declimb, climb 260. Yeah, somebody was writing the spool up time seems a bit fast. Yeah, Arco, honestly, at this very moment, my favorite sim is still 2020. I do see some advantages here. So yes, you know, some of the visuals are a bit nicer here in 2024. But apart from that, I feel performance and the overall handling of the sim 2020 just seems a bit more, I don't know, advanced. So, hey, he just said prefers paper charts. Really? You're pulling my leg. Right, 10,000 feet. So, on this approach towards Munich, there's two things I want to try out. Well, I would love to try out the emergency descent again, because I would love to see if this time we're actually going to get the MORA indicated, so the minimum off-route altitude indicated here. And because the routing should lead us over the Alps this time. Yeah, we're going to be coming past Mont Blanc. And over at Zurich, so... So you think the MORA display is still broken? Ah. So let's try switching on terrain mode. And maybe that helps. I don't know. But nah, still no MORA here. Juan, you also prefer 2020, yeah? Classic gaming. Let's have a look here. So I can show you what I have in the sounds. I haven't changed anything, I think, in the sounds here. No. The sound. So when we tried the iniBuilds A350 in 2020 on the last stream, we did get a final verdict. All right. So if you look here, the sounds is actually something we criticized. So overall, I would say we got some very decent verdicts, right? But the sounds are definitely the thing that are lacking a bit. So they should be improved. Really, you love the cabin as well. Okay, so you know, as long as the cabin interior doesn't really affect performance much, I would say, sure. Yeah, a 25 euro sound pack will fix it. Yeah. Ay. Oh, really cool. So Grain Kongla, thanks for the info. So Winwing just dropped an FCU profile for the A350 on flightsim.to. Thank you so much. Who's going to make it? We all know who's going to make it. Come on. Right, let's get seatbelts to auto. All right, so let's have a look here for the options. So that's the sound cancelling option for the headset. I don't know. Is it? That just seems a bit too much. I mean, it's realistic. So if you take the the real headsets, it is that quiet. It really is. You feel like you're sitting below kind of a, I don't know, a we call it a bell, but I mean bell doesn't really describe it well, does it? Peace at last. Shall we leave it like that, or shall we just dial down the environmental sounds a bit? I think that's fine, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's good. So let me just change the verdict list here. So we had 9, 6, then we have 8, 8, 7. So what I'm doing here is, so this is for Microsoft 2020, and then on this side we'll take 2024, and let's see if there's any bigger difference there. I doubt it, but who knows. Hey, Gudevi! We're flying to Munich, as you can see. All right, and again, it's planning a level off here, so let's continue climb. What do we file today? Here on this flight, we've got level, it's be odd level probably. No, 400. Okay. All right, I'll take 400. 400. So, oh yeah, so people commenting on the price. I mean, it is a higher priced product, no doubt. But I think it's, I mean, is it fair? Because you can use it in both 20 and 2024. I mean, a lot of add-on makers have said, well, a few have said that, you know, they're going to have a free upgrade to 2024. So I think you can't really argue with that. Now, this is absolutely, so if things are better in the A350 or Airbus in general compared to the 787, it's this. This is something that really annoys me on the 787, that we don't have proper sunshades. So the sides don't work. Okay. That is, oh, it is. They do. Ah, there's a fixed spot. Yeah. The thing is, though, sometimes even the Ray-Bans will not really help you if you're flying against the sun. Literally, you have a really hard time reading the displays with sunglasses on. Only the Joker? Yeah, I hope so too. I hope so too. Yeah, it's a nice aircraft. Yeah, and of course, I mean, it's a very modern aircraft. It's fuel efficient, state-of-the-art avionics. So yeah, sure. I mean, who would not want to fly this? James, I honestly would have to ask a real-world pilot. I would be surprised if it doesn't go down further IRL. But again, that can only tell somebody that flies this aircraft for real to tell you that. So you can use that with the scroll wheel. That's nice. Aviamar, yeah, again, so the thing is that performance will greatly depend on things like if you're able to use frame generation or not. Honestly, if you're unable to use frame gen, you are looking at 35, 40 FPS with a good, even with a good PC. So frame generation really makes all the difference. And the best thing is if you're able to use TAA mode with frame generation. That to me is still the best combination. The stars on the seats set it alone, really? Senshai, I mean, you're running. I don't know. Do you have? Yeah, you have both, right? Although you know you've got problems with 2024 at the moment. I think you said. So 2020, how is that running for you then? Yeah, that's what I thought as well, right? 2020 is running very nicely. So like you probably lock it to 30 FPS or something. Hey, Durka, how are you? Hey, Durka, are you going to be at the FS weekend? Yeah, I'm trying to get there. Oops, that was me, brother. So yeah, definitely trying to get there. Now, regarding my verdict, we did do a full flight from Toulouse to London on Microsoft 2020. And you're going? Okay, cool. Yeah, so that would be cool if we're able to meet up again after such a long time. That would be fantastic. So yeah, my overall verdict for the 2020 version, the only thing really that I didn't like too much were the sounds.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience.
The Gragger, hello to you.
Make your way to the first class cabin.
And Mark, thank you so much for gifting us up. Thank you very much.
Will be served. Thank you.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people had performance issues, Captain Chaos, with the cabin activated, yeah. No, so I would say the same. The things that stand out were the flap sounds, yes, but for example, the gear sounds on landing. Jeez, that was scary, and you couldn't even dim it down with the noise compensation. Senshai, Dankeschön. Thank you so much for the 61 months.
Flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Yeah, Mark, I was going to ask the same. Are you still brewing some beer, Dirka? Or did you have to give that up? Oh, like a memory leak with that. Okay. Interesting, yeah. Yeah, it could be. The acknowledged gear sound, it will be fixed with the next update, yeah. But again, I think I think again, I paid for the add-on myself, so I wasn't gifted any copies or anything. So this is really unbiased, in my opinion. It's a fair opinion, I think. So overall, yeah, it's. I mean, these are high grades, right? I would definitely say it's a good add-on, even though Bruno doesn't like hearing me say that. But oh, you lost the business. That's really sad to hear, Dirka. Sorry to hear that. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, but Dirk, I hope you're doing well in life. I hope everything's good. I hear they have some good beer in the Netherlands as well. So. Yeah, I need to check again the exact date. FS weekend 25. I need to check again to make sure that I can. It's 15th, 16th March. Let me check. Yeah, you know what? I should be able to do that because I have March free, and I think my wife on that weekend. I think she's busy as well regarding our sports club here. So she's going to be busy there that weekend. Yeah, actually, you know what? It looks good. 15th, 16th should be fine. Dirka. Well, only with a limit of like, 300 euros or something. Yeah, I'd love that. Yeah, definitely. So what I need to do, I need to book a hotel room as well. Mark, are you coming as well? Come on, Mark. It's beautiful. Holland, yeah, Leestad. Beautiful. Yeah, so, yeah, in case you're not aware of it, so there is a FS weekend. So this is like what we had in Cosford for many, many years. Now, sadly, Cosford, they closed down the flight sim show there after the pandemic. So, but this will definitely be interesting to try. Psst. Captain Chaos. Psst. We don't talk about that here. All right. Right? No. So Nate, you may be there for work. Actually, well, then join for the weekend. Oh, that's sad to hear, Organ the Aviator. Yeah, I'm very sorry to hear that. Josh, I think I could definitely say I'll be there. The reason being is that I know that I'm off work next month, so and I know my wife has she does a flea market. It's called a children's flea market, and that will be held on the Saturday, the 13th. So she'll be busy Saturday and Sunday. Is that there as well? Really? Oh, but that's probably booked as well, Nate. That will be booked by now, 100%. Yeah, I love these. I really, really dearly miss Cosford. That was so cool. The atmosphere there, and then meeting up with people from the community and meeting other streamers, and I just loved the whole vibe. It was just really, really cool. Yeah, Organ, I wish you all the best for that. And yeah, again, I haven't forgotten you. We're going to do a shared flight next month for sure. Yeah, so I'm using SimWings today, and I have to say I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I have deactivated the standard scenery here in Microsoft 2024. Okay, so Dirk, so what days are you going to be there? So you're going to be Friday, and then are you going to stay until Sunday, or are you leaving on Saturday? Wow, Thursday to Monday. Are you like Dirk? Are you like then live streaming from the show again? Now, people, if you don't know, guys, so Dirk, the first time when I met him, he was actually live streaming, and so he swings around because I said, "Oh, hey, yeah, I know you," and he swings around, and yeah, he's live streaming, and he sticks the camera right in my face, like you know. I'm supposed to keep everything secret, right? And he's like full face reveal. And I'm like, oh no. But luckily nobody really noticed. So yeah, that was busted. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Bruno remembers that. Yeah, Bruno was laughing his head off. Yeah, he thought it was really, really funny. Okay, Olga Aviator. Yeah, happy to hear about the routes. Open to any routes that you want to fly. Yeah, Josh. Yeah, me too. Again, I love to meet people from the community. Right, Al Cruz. Right, how many minutes after departure is that? That's after 25 minutes. Level 400. Not too heavy, but that does seem pretty realistic. Hey, Mark Purpose, you remember that as well? Lol. Okay. Senshai, yeah, I've checked the terminal, but I know there's a problem with the bridges apparently. So people falling through the bridges apparently. So then this afternoon, Senshai, I asked in my community, and then people saying, "Oh, you got to deactivate the standard scenery, and that should work." But I'm not on that sim, so you know, it's not a big deal. Isn't it? Hang on. I thought Leistad is a beautiful city. Yeah, the museum is nice. Okay, so hopefully, Senshai, I've deactivated the standard scenery, so hopefully... let's have a look at the floor plan. So let's see who's coming there. So we have Boeing partners. Oh, hang on. Floor plan, dismiss. All right, there we go. So we got home sim, FS cockpits. We've got SimWing, WinWing, Honeycomb, MobiFlight, Lounge Pilot. Cockpit Turk, Aviodrome. I am wondering, do they have like I had in Cosford? Do they have like some presentations? FS Elite Theatre. Oh, look at this: Fly by Wire, VATSIM, Aerosoft, Navigraph, PMDG, Iveo Flight Gear, Sim Market. Go through the schedules on top. Oh, nice. I got an aviation jet fighter exhibition as well. Oh, that's cool. KLM Boeing 747 there as well on static display. Brilliant. Schedule. So schedule. Oh, there we go. So we got Saturday. We got visitors visit exhibit. Announce. So they have announcement presentations. Program. Okay, program. Floor plan. Oh yeah, they definitely look. They have. Yeah. Cool. All right, so they definitely have some. one back. Hang on. One back. Tickets, event schedule. Is it schedule? Oh, yeah, schedule, right? No, hang on. Oh, okay. Ah, there we go. Perfect. Thank you much, Dirk. Thank you. Ah, there we go. So that's cool then. Lots of say intentions, Navigraph, Flight Sim Studio, Parallel 42, WinWing, and Airsoft. Ah, nice. Community trends, two-ton Murphy, London controller, cruise level, threshold, nice, fiber wire.
Experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment will be served.
Nice, that's really cool.
Thank you.
Hey, Chris.
Hi at Blackbox 711. Just a quick hello.
Hello.
I'm sick the moment, so
Oh, no.
just stopping by before getting back to bed. Hope you're enjoying the A350.
Yes, indeed. A350 is a solid add-on. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody had high expectations, and I think they will be happy with it. If anything, performance may be an issue for some people. FPS performance may be heavy on some systems, but again, if you use frame generation, you should be fine. Chris, all the best wishes. Get well, and thank you so much for 73 months of support. Yeah, this is now 2024, exactly. Nate Flies, you want to do so you want a Discord channel, especially for the weekend? No. Okay, so how do we use frame generation? Well, first of all, you need the graphics card that allows for it. Now, there's really two ways to use it. One is internal, so using the Microsoft frame generation, but there's also an external version. It's called lossless scaling. It's a very inexpensive piece of software. You can get it on Steam. And then you can use frame generation externally. So frame generation really just takes the internal frames from the sim and then adds extra frames on top of it. And so your monitor will have a higher frame rate. It will make things a bit smoother. However, it does have some downsides. And so if you use anti-aliasing DLSS, you will get some ghosting, it's called. So blurriness in the displays, so any numbers that move fast or faster, you will see blurriness there. Sometimes you see blurriness on the edges of your screen, but again, it's different with different PCs. What GPU gen supports it? I mean, the 30 series already support it. I don't exactly which GPUs exactly, but the 40 series does. 50 series obviously does. Yeah. So Durka, do you know, does the lossless scaling work even for the 2000 GPUs? Yeah, and if I remember correctly, oh, it does. Okay, cool. So the external does. Thanks, guys. Okay, so the external frame, so this lossless scaling does do that externally, and it works for any GPU. That's really cool. That's good to know. Yeah, that really does help. Absolutely. If you want to use it internally, so if your GPU allows frame generation internally, so you can use it here internally in the sim, you have to have hardware acceleration on. So it's what GPU hardware acceleration in the Windows setting. I think that has to be on. Otherwise, the GPU or the frame generation will be grayed out here. No. Yeah, Senshai, thanks. Yep. Cool. Alrighty. So we have some terrain to the right. The problem is, yeah, it's not showing Moras below us, so that doesn't seem to be active here in the sim. I mean, that's Mont Blanc for sure. Or here. Mont Blanc is the fix. Oof. Ay, come on. You can do it. Oh. Right, it's not working perfectly today. Anyways, let's get Munich charts out. So we're going to try the RMP approach. No, that's apron. Yes, that's the one. So we're going to try to do the RMP approach 26 left. There it is. Let's pin that. Chart pin. So this approach we'll try to do via Ottersberg, it seems. So we have a star called Betos arrival, right? So the Betos 1 Bravo it should be. Let's have a look here. Flight plan. So we're going to be via, yeah, Betos, just saw it there. And then via Betos we have a transition. So, hang on, where's my transitions? That's the thing, it doesn't have all the transitions, it seems. Alright, we'll take that. So it's going to be Ottersberg, Delta Mike 458. Okay, let's see, let's try that. So it's going to be via Oscar Tango Tango. Yeah, that's one thing I found, is that it does seem to struggle a bit if you change arrivals. Unless it's a user error, but last time I had 3 goes and then it worked on the 3rd try. RMP via Ottersberg. Now it's working. Okay, cool. So let's have a look. So via so Osterdison, Ottersberg 458. Yeah, let's do that. We'll take that, and that's good. Oh yeah, and for those that weren't watching the 2020 version, we did an emergency descent. So this thing, this aircraft has an automatic emergency descent function. So you can manually arm it here. All right, and it says EMA descent armed. So if I pull the speed brake lever now, it will go into its emergency descent procedure. So it will squawk 7700 automatically. It will automatically go in heading mode, go 45 degrees off. It'll dial down either level 100 here automatically for you, or it will, if it has a MORA data, so minimum off-route altitude value, it'll set that automatically so it won't descend into terrain for you. It starts descent automatically for you. So literally you just have time to put on your oxygen mask, and all you have to do is pull the speed brake lever. And that's really cool. So we tried a scenario. We tried a scenario where situation it's called here. So we chose this one here, and then the cabin altitude climbed up, and then at some point we got the emergency descent checklist. I don't know if you try a dual engine flameout now. I think because that is not resettable during flight, so pretty sure the rat will come out, and that actually does cause a bit of havoc on the electrical system. And I'm not sure what we can recover from that. And then, of course, if you want to fly an RMP approach, etc., I don't know, so I'm a bit careful there. Yeah, you're right. I don't know why it's already arming the modes there. I have no idea. Because we haven't activated the approach phase yet. Yeah, we're 200 miles away. I have no idea. Yeah, somebody was saying the weather radar for them had worked. Unfortunately, I don't have really any weather that would give us returns right now. Unfortunately. So what I want to do later, I would love to try the bird strike. Simulate the failure of a single engine due to a bird strike. And what's coming soon? Hang on, there's some things. Oh, medical emergency. Ah, that's somebody else is coming to that in the so you have a medical emergency, unruly passenger, and a smoke in the cabin. That's really cool. That's not bad. I like that kind of stuff. That's really, really interesting. I just wonder though, it doesn't like, you know, unruly passenger, so do you get like a call from the purser? And then telling you, hey, we got a passenger, we had to tie them down or something? Disclaimers not coming to Microsoft 2020 because there's no cabin. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the next question, isn't it? Whether or not yeah, it's visually simulated, or just you know, you get a call. Yeah, exactly. You get a GSX police car coming on the ground. Lol. That would be quite nice. Right, and then yeah, smoke fume. Yeah. Yeah, that was actually one of the exercises we had yesterday with the cabin crew. So I had 3 simulator missions over the last week, and then yesterday we had a joint training session with the cabin crew. And we have a cabin simulator, and you can simulate all kinds of stuff in that cabin simulator, including smoke. So you can have, you know, simulated fire scenarios, etc. And then yeah, it's very stressful for the cabin crew, the purser. You know, they have to put on their smoke hoods, etc. Yeah, and we have a little mock-up cockpit in there, so we can communicate with the cabin, give them instructions, etc. Yeah, so it's good fun. And then we have debriefings, talk about things that, you know, went well, maybe things that didn't go so well, so that we can learn from that. And that's really important regarding, you know, communication between the cabin crew and the cockpit crew. There's also other things we train, but things I'm not allowed to talk about because they do affect safety, security. So, but yeah, it's interesting. I love those days. And it's really one of those rare situations or days where, you know, you can really just communicate with the cabin crew in a sense, in a more kind of, you know, official you know, what if scenario, and then again you do debriefings, talk about what went well, you know, maybe you know, communication wise, what can go better, etc. How to handle it. I don't have any fanboys. Come on. Hey, Brennelt. Short opinion. Okay, so we did in Microsoft 2020 we did a little verdict sheet. So the viewers they pretty much agreed with what I wrote down here. So textures, yeah, overall external internal textures, I would definitely say 8 to 9. I said 9 out of 10. Sounds, that's the only thing really we're not so happy with. So there's some sounds, gear sounds, engine sounds. I think the mixture of the sounds as well, just not being optimum or at optimum levels yet. Yeah, so FPS performance, now that was in 2020. That will be definitely a bit worse in 2024. So that will be more in the region of 7 maximum, maybe even 6. Gunshots 10 out of 10, that's true. Otherwise, system simulation, yeah, so Brennelt, what we did, I'm not sure if you heard about it, so it does have what's called an emergency descent button. So you can arm the system in a such way that should you need to do an emergency descent, let's say for cabin depressurization, however, you may also have a emergency descent because of, let's say, a fire, smoke, right? So you arm that button there, EMA descent, and then you can see here in the private flight display it says EMA descent armed. And so now all you have to do to activate the emergency descent is pull the speed brake lever. And then the systems will do things like dial in the minimum safe altitude or level 100. It starts its descent automatically. It goes into heading mode. It will then fly you off the airway because you may have some aircraft below you. So you don't want to hit those aircraft below you on the same routing. So you go into heading mode. Then the squawk will go to 7700 automatically, and the TCAS will go to below automatically as well. For the cabin, the oxygen mask will drop out automatically. Obviously, the seatbelt sounds will go on automatically. There's usually an automatic announcement for the passengers to extinguish cigarettes, which they shouldn't be smoking anyways. But I think that's still that's still going these days with the announcement at least. Onboard catering and coffee and toilets. No. I can right now, I can hear in the background, so my GPU is actually, well, it's not really hot, it's 60 degrees. CPU is at 50%. I have a feeling it's more like sceneries loading in that's causing a bit of stress on the system. Yeah, so I can definitely say again, for me personally, I still prefer this or add-ons in Microsoft 2020. I'm not a huge fanboy of the 2024 yet. Yes, I did, Captain Chaos. Yeah, I did. These are the specs right now. I can't really say that I'm getting much more FPS with the AMD. I think that would be a lie. What I have noticed, but I don't think that's due to a new CPU. I think something happened with X-Plane. They must have optimized a few things there. Oh, got a freeze here. Oh, come on. It's just a freeze. Don't panic. Just something loading in. It will recover. Oh, come on, it will recover, please. Famous last words, yeah. Yeah, I know some other streamers had issues with freezing. I have. This is the SU-1 beta. Yeah, it doesn't look good. Captain A320, here he is. Captain A320. Yeah, I'm not sure if you saw my post, so I did say a big thank you for coming in last time on my stream. Thanks for the kind words. Guys, if you don't know Captain A320, he's on YouTube. I'm sure you all know him. Yeah. So I was saying earlier I had great experience in 2020. But this is a bit sad. I don't think it's going to recover. That's nice to hear. Thank you so much. Active pause? I don't think I have pause on. Pause? No, everything's frozen, so I can't get into the menu. Yeah, Mark, I don't think he's on Twitch, Mark. I think he streams on YouTube only. Yeah, I'm in 2024. Guys, I tell you what we'll do, because I mean we've seen the functions. What I want to do is I'm going to try out a engine failure on takeoff. So let me quickly restart. Let me try and do that. Oh, so Captain A320, did you have that in flight, the freeze, or was that during preparations? Microsoft, let me just close that real quickly. On the ground, okay. Yeah, it's a shame. I had a beautiful flight. I had a beautiful flight in Microsoft 2020. Really lovely. Enjoyed that really much. Oh yeah, and sorry to throw so many questions at you, Captain A320, but just now you're still at A320, Captain, correct? Or have you moved on as well? Because I would love to get Riva's feedback on how the aircraft handles, especially in the flare. You're still in the A320, cool. Yeah, so well, we know that the A320 has a certain flare mode, and we found out that the A350 also has a kind of abbreviated or a little changed flare law, maybe more in the line of A320neo.
Snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served.
And for me, landing, it just, I don't know, it didn't feel as if you got a nice nose down moment on landing. It floats a lot. Okay, but the real aircraft floats a lot, okay. Yeah, you see, that's so different to this 787, let's say. 787, it's just, you reduce the speed because you put the thrust to idle. You really have to pull back a bit on the yoke. So otherwise it's going to be a bit hard on a landing. But that's okay. That's good to hear then. Yeah, so there's no trim down simulation on that anymore. Yeah. Yeah, and that's like a little bit like the A320neo. I remember that one when I flew that. Yeah, that also behaved a lot different compared to the classics. Oh yeah, and last question, sorry, Captain A320. Did you try one of the failures? Did you try an engine failure or something by any chance? So the 330, 340, 380s are the same, no attrition. Okay. So it's literally an A320 thing then. Okay. And Captain Chaos, thank you so much. Captain Chaos, here's a big round of applause. Gifting us up to Captain A320. That's really kind. So primary failure, which yeah, I tried Sec 3 failure that was resettable. But I'm really interested in trying out the engine failure. I love that sort of stuff. So let's try that again. No cabin. And then we're going to go spawn in Munich. What? Oh, disregard. Gonna go back. Free flight. Departure. Yeah, because you probably saw that as well. It has some scenarios. We tried the emergency descent. Next time you fly it, I highly recommend try that automatic emergency descent. It does work. It's really, really cool. Hey, Kieran. You announced that you're now fully qualified pilot with the jobs on the horizon. Hey, Kieran. I'm really happy to hear that. Really happy to hear that. Oh no, the sim froze again. Bruno, do you have the link by any chance to that video, the Airbus video that he sent me? Yeah, because Captain A320 documents are boring. No, I mean, no, but you know what I mean. Bruno has a link to a video that explains how that function works. And I'm much better with videos than documents. Oh, I'll tell you what, guys. And let me try that again. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's the link. Thank you much, Bruno. And congratulations, Kieran. Again, I wish you all the best. Happy landings. What a great, great time. Yeah, the things I can see when the sim freezes on the bottom right corner. I wonder what's causing that. I tell you what we'll do, because I just want to try the engine failure, guys. I'm going to go, I'll try one more time, 2024. Oh yeah, the French accent is a bit heavy. Yeah. That is really heavy. I'll try one more time, 2024, and then if that doesn't work, we'll go to 2020. Yeah, I would say so. I think at least what I can tell, the add-ons that I have, they are more stable in Microsoft 2020. And I also have better FPS performance in 2020. Dennis says as well, A350 causing issues in 2024. Oh, I have another question, Captain A320, for you. Do you know the Flight Sim show in Leestadt, the FS weekend in March? Yes, we can try that. I can show you Captain A320, the ATIS, yeah. I'll show you. Oh, you're right, Sencha. Let's go to Toulouse. That's a good tip.
Blackbox Twitch channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class?
Yeah, so
cabin,
it used to be
drinks, snacks, and premium
in England, in Cosford, with the flight sim shows. But ever since the pandemic, they closed that down, and now I think all the big exhibitors, they all go now to Leestadt, so that's from the 14th or 15th, 16th is really the big time that weekend. Yeah, so they have lots of exhibitions there. They have all the big add-on makers there. They have some some presentations in the theater there as well. Yeah, just wondering, because I'm definitely planning to go, because hope to meet some people there. And Mad Cat, thank you so much for the 5 months. So let's try that again. And let's go to Toulouse. Yeah, maybe it's the airport that's not compatible, causing the freezes. Yeah, Captain A320, I know you're an instructor as well, so I know that you guys are a lot busier. I mean, March, we don't have the summer scheduled just then, but yeah, I know that you guys are very, very busy. Yes, Marwan, as far as I understand, if you want to use frame generation internally in the sim, then you have to use hardware acceleration, yeah. There we go. So now that should be working. Oh, hang on. It doesn't matter. We'll take this livery. It's fine. And let's go to daytime. I want to see the birds. Should they come there? So Captain A320 or Sven, I may call you Sven. Hopefully then, if you don't mind, then I'll show you here the ATIS. So you go to ATC.com. And I would not have known that if my viewers hadn't told me. So ATC.com, and there's a prompt there, direct ATIS. So let's have a look here. Lima, Fox, Bravo, Oscar. Enter, and then send request. Now, if it doesn't find an ATIS, then it will give you the METAR. Yeah. So I'm not sure if you have to be online. So that's what you mean. Yeah, I'm not sure if you have to be online to get the ATIS. I mean, normally you don't, but yeah, I changed my sound settings again. That's the thing. Max 2024 is just, there's so many things here that are a bit not optimal. So let's go flight plan. Okay, so I'm just going to go and try one takeoff here with the engine failure. The A350 should have the same features really as the 787, meaning it should automatically help you with yaw compensation, especially in the air. So let's try that. Departure, we are on 3-2 left. And we'll go again with the Mont departure. Let's have a look. Load sheet. Let's do sim brief import. Set 0 fuel. Wait, set the fuel. RTO. Let's set the flaps. So let's sync the weather, compute. So send that to the FMS. That's really neat. I love these features which help you, so you don't have to type as much. Okay, it's already known by ini. Cool. Okay, perfect. Thanks so much. Right, so we got order 46158152 flex 67. Let's do a config test here. Pitch trim disagree. Oh, there we go. Just wondering where we set the trim. Just like A380. Cool. Let's try that again. Config test. Green. Checklist. No, that was just a trim. That was the issue. So let's do this. Checklist complete. No, after take was fine. So performance, cool. Now let's have a look with these situations. So enabled. How come I can't activate that now? Okay. In the air only. Okay. All right. All right. Let's try that. Thank you. Then we'll try to get up in the air and then. So we've got Manflex 67 SAS runway auto thrust blue thrust set. Yeah, Bernal, exactly. So you would have your charts in here. And I said, this is actually a very cool kind of feature that you have that next to the PFD. So you don't have to turn your head to the side to see the charts, etc. So there you go.
V1.
Rotate. Ah, there we go. Now we got bird strike. Let's start that. Yes. Oh.
Too low terrain. Too low terrain.
Lol, the sounds. I love it. Otherwise, there's no animations, is there, outside? No. Oh, the sound's good, though. Sounds like a rough engine. So let's have a look. Trim. Right, let's go heading select here. Autopilot on. So we got thrusty climb, alt cruise, and 11,000. So I don't see a checklist, unfortunately. So it should have sensed. It should have sensed the engine failure. Let's have a look here for the checklist menu. Ah, there we go. Disregard. It just took its time. Now we've got engine fail, ECAM actions, land, ANZA. That's a new one. Usually I see that ASAP. Thrust lever 1 idle. Confirm. So 1 confirmed. Idle. Engine master 1 off. Confirm. 1 confirmed. Off. Engine 1 damaged. Yes or no? Yeah. From the sounds of it, it is definitely damaged. So then we go. Let's put the flaps to 0 in the meantime. Engine 1, fire push button, push. Confirm. Number 1 is confirmed. Pushed. So there's no fire, so that should mean the engine is secured. And then after 3 seconds, actually. Oh, that's interesting. It does want you to discharge the agents. Agent 1 and Agent 2. So ANZA means land at the next suitable airport. Yeah, but correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't that in the A320, doesn't it say ASAP? So you have land ASAP in amber and land ASAP in red? Or have I already forgotten that? So that means procedure completed. So clear. Next page. Wing anti-ice off. Is off. And avoid icing conditions. Okay, we'll try that as good as we can. Okay, yeah. So then clear. Right, next one. Fuel and balance monitor. Right, normally we would have the fuel page open. So we got this engine running. This is shut down. Here we are. More fuel because the engine shut down. That looks logical. Doesn't look like a leak at least, so we'll monitor that. And then go around thrust toga only, okay. Landing performance affected, okay. Clear. Bleed, clear. Hydraulic clear. Fuel weight data disagree. So error more than 30,000 kilograms detected by flight control. I'm going to level off to 5,000 here. So in it. Where is the performance page? Performance, there we are. Takeoff performance. I mean, it has gross weight. That's correct. Fuel on board seems correct. Okay, so it seems correct to me. ECAM gross weight checked. Correct, yes. Landing performance affected. Clear, yes. And there we got procedure completed except limitations. APU bleed, do not use, and avoid icing conditions. I love the fact this is actually pretty cool. So it tells you limitations, all phases, and then specifically any limitations you have for approach and landing. That's cool. I like that. Very nice. I am surprised. You're right. It didn't flash, or did it flash the MCT message there? Oh, you're joking. Haha, you're right. It's dented. Lol. That is pretty neat, yeah. I like that. Cheers. That's pretty cool. I think it's already dented on the bottom as well a bit. Or it's just, yeah, it looks like it. Now, if you ask me, I would have some more ideas, but I don't know, some people don't like blood, so... Anything on the nose? No, looks good to me. Is there a way, can I put the aircraft into like 40,000 feet? It's possible, right? I know you can do that in 2020. So if we go, let's say we go here, press Z, okay. Okay, but you can't like spawn in, if you say fly now. Let's try that. We're probably gonna crash into the mountains now. How am I finding, hey Alex, I'm finding the A350 quite nice. So, I mean, I will restrict that comment to Microsoft 2020 because there I had a true full flight. Here in Microsoft 2024, I did have an issue with a flight sim freeze, so it didn't go 100% correct. It did. So I did not see the flames come out. It did work. So we're at 40,000 feet. Speed is okay. So I just want to try out the automatic emergency descent here over the Alps. Because I don't think it will respect the... whoop. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. Autopilot in protection. So, initialize. Yeah. Right, let's have a look in it. So we have 160, so 140 zero fuel weight. Stop climbing, come on. Let's get down a bit. And then we've got performance. Yeah, it's telling me to type in some... Oh, we're in flight freeze or something, right? Okay, let's try that. It's not too happy with the air start here, unfortunately. Right, let me try to fly 40,000 nice and stable. Are we moving or not? We are. Yeah, it's just behaving a bit weird. I don't think it likes getting air starts. But it's still normal law. That's all fine. Yeah, you can't blame iniBuilds for this. I mean, I really forced it into the air here. Yeah, we're gonna take off and then zoom level 110, level 400 with Y, with the Y key. So let's go to Milan. That is Lima, India. Oh, what's my Penza again? I forgot the... Yeah, Mike Charlie, that's it. Yeah, thanks. Thank you much. Right, so let's go there. So let's go onto the runway. Set departure start. Thank you much, Michelle. Yeah, so again, the A350 overall, we gave it some nice high numbers. So we oh, come on. I'm just wondering if it's telling me to not go any further. I mean, the engine failure, that was already a lot of fun, I have to say. So the verdict that we got earlier on, that was flying in Microsoft 2020. So overall, I think we got some fair quotes there. So, you know, textures, I think yeah, all agreed. Textures were fine. Nothing to complain. The only thing really to complain about were the sounds. They weren't quite, I mean, quality-wise, they weren't quite, the best. And also, I think the mixture of the sounds, or the sound levels, the volume levels, are a bit off. FPS performance, at least in Marcus 2020, was good with frame generation. And here in 2024, it's a bit of a mixed bag. So the system simulation, I think, was nice, 8 out of 10. Sure, there are some areas that can be improved still, but otherwise, very solid. Autopilot flight guidance, again, even though I would have loved to try a ANPI approach, but from what I saw, with the emergency descent, the automatic emergency descent, that was already great. So that was nice. And the flight model, all the flight model. Maybe it's even 8 out of 10 because I did comment a little bit about the flare behavior, but I'm hearing that the real aircraft actually does float a bit. So. Mach 100, yeah, that was a bit weird. It's a difficult aircraft to land, and that's on the real aircraft as well, okay? Yeah. It's interesting. I think any aircraft that tends to float is it's a bit hard. I mean, if you come in, let's say you have gusty wind conditions, and so you're coming in maybe with a bit of, speed increment, maybe a bit like 5 to 10 knots over speed, above the approach speed, then it's going to be tough to get the aircraft down if it's so floaty. And you do not want to touch the nose gear first, so. Yeah, Brent, the rating, well, I mean, it was 7 out of 10 because, yeah, the landing just felt so strange. But I did say, Brent, that I would have to do more testing. To be fair on, you can't really judge from one landing. It's a bit unfair to say that. But the flight model, so overall, when you're hand flying it, it does feel heavy. So it does feel as if you have some kind of inertia behind it, which is nice. Yeah, and Astro loved it as well. So yeah, overall, again, the pricing is high, but you are getting a very solid add-on for that. So you have to do very small inputs, otherwise you'll have to do, yeah. So hopefully, I mean, I'm not sure if Riva streamed it already. I didn't see a stream of his, but so Riva here on Twitch, he's reward pilot as well, and he does fly the A350, if I'm not completely mistaken. And so he would be the person to ask, because he's really the only one who's able to judge that and compare that properly. Yeah, the argument regarding you getting 2 aircraft, I said, well, yes, you are. However, if you're being fair, then there's a lot of add-on makers that have come out and said, well, we're making it for Marcus 2020, but there will be a free upgrade for 2024. So that to me is not a really solid argument. And remember that the initial motivation was to come out with only Marcus 2024. Okay, check disable GSX in cruise in GSX settings if you have CTE. If you stream, yeah. Yeah, I can have a look at that, but I'm not sure if that's really the reason for the freezes. Yeah, hang on, I'll give you the link here. It's Riva. So it's R, then 3 I's, and then Victor Alpha. Riva. I mean, he streams in German, but I mean, if you have an English question, I'm sure he'll be happy to answer that in English as well. Okay, guys, really quickly. Sorry that takes a bit of time here. So let me just import that real quickly. Set the fuel, set the fuel weight, set the trim. I was so fascinated by that emergency descent feature. What I want to try is if you don't arm it manually and you have a decompression, if it still does that emergency descent. That's something I would love to try and find out. Let's go here. It doesn't really matter where we're going. Cost and cruise level, let's do 400. Enter. Now we don't need a departure route. We've got the flaps out. Yeah, so let's get airborne and then we'll zoom up to flight level 400. Yeah, no taker speeds, no worries. So one thing I immediately notice is performance here in 2020. FPS performance is just smoother overall. Yes, it is, Brennell, so I'll show you that now. Right, gears coming up. Now, let me see. So we do pause, correct? So we'll do pause. Actually, no, let's do flaps up first. Let's get the flaps in. I think that's important. And then...
Too low. Terrain.
Disregard. Cool. Okay, so... so we go to Y. And then... What were the keys again for up? Keep forgetting. F4? No. Unfortunately, that doesn't work for me. Is it Shift F4? No. Ah, maybe I'm not allowed to be in without pause. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, cheers. Thank you much. So let's have a look here. Now we got to cut a judge 40,000 feet. Is that space? Are we too high? Hang on. Oh, we are too high. Oh no. we are too high. So let's go back down again. Hang on. What? We're still at 50,000 feet? Hang on. That can't be right. There, that's closer to 40,000. All right, let's catch the speed. Yeah, we got to now wait until the cabin catches up to the level 400. sim crash coming? I hope not. So we're going to catch the speed. Yeah, the video button, I heard about that, yeah. So there we go, now we're outside. Okay, so cabin is approaching normal values. So now let's try to climb up to a higher level. We don't have to be at 40,000 feet, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to climb up a bit, and then if we arm that scenario. So again, there's two options. So if you arm the EMA descent manually, then extending the speed brakes then gets the whole thing going with the EMA descent. So if you select that here now, arm, you will get that message on the PFD. So EMA descent armed. And again, now, since it's manually armed, it will activate once you pull the speed brake lever. Now, one thing I want to try, if we don't arm that and we get a rapid decompression, if it then activates that still automatically. That's the question I had. So let's try that. So situations, and let's start that. So what you see, the climb rate of the cabin will increase now. So the cabin altitude will go at some point above 10,000 feet. And then the flight warning computer will notice the situation, give you the EMA descent checklist. Yeah, that's something I noticed as well. The delta P and the cabin altitude values, they were a bit weird today. Hey, Sam. The handling, so I can only really comment on the handling in Microsoft 2020. So hand flying, turns, flying the approach manually, very nice. The flare is just different. So the real aircraft apparently is very floaty. And what do we have? So let's go direct to Botal. All right, we've got NAF. Yeah, I want to get that into the nav mode because I want to show the automatic heading mode. So the cabin is coming up to 5,000 feet. We've got almost 5,000 feet per minute. A bit slow. Let's increase the speed a bit. Dr. Limba. Yeah, Bruno, that's 10 miles away. So yeah, that was a weird kind of curvature. That's why I took a new waypoint there. Okay, so 7,000 feet cabin altitude. Differential pressure slowly getting lower as well, obviously. And Oh yeah, Bruno. So you read the FCOM there with the aimer descent. So do you think it will activate automatically now in this configuration without arming? So let me do this as well. Seatbelts to auto. Lights off here. So yes, once the cabin altitude is predicted to exceed 14,000 feet in 15 seconds. Well, yeah, the thing is that's the question. Why would you arm that? I mean, you can have immersion descent not only for rapid decompression, right? There may be some other reasons why you want to do maybe a fast descent, right? I don't know, smoke, fire, fume. Yeah, I don't know, but that's the first thing they explain in that video. And all I noticed that if you do that manually, you pull the speed brake lever, and then the whole thing just starts with its program. So. Uh-oh. It's frozen again. Come on. Seriously? No. Oh. I mean, I'm flying here. No, it's flying. It's flying. It's just the instruments froze. Yeah, it's a WASM crash, isn't it? Yeah, that has to do with WASM, I'm sure. Resume. Yeah. Nothing we can do. Oh no. Oh, guys. All right, it's very late. We're going to call it a day then. It's unlucky that we couldn't get the aircraft into that. But I'm sure that Captain A320 will try it out on this next stream. And I tried it out. If you want to see it, we did it on the previous stream. So yeah, my pleasure, guys. I'm sorry that it doesn't work here now. So yeah, we can say there are things that need to fix still, but overall, obviously, it's a beautiful aircraft, highly detailed in the system depth, etc., etc. So hopefully they will get a bit more stable. Not sure why we get disconnected sometimes in the systems, but yeah, they will get around it. Thank you so much for the support, guys. Everyone, take care and stay safe. All right, see you soon. Good night, team.